Yo, what's going on everybody? My name's Cast. Welcome back to another episode reaction of Haikyuu. Today I'm on Season 4, Episode 14. So the match against Narazaki has begun. The crowd is already getting intense, which nobody seems to be enjoying, considering the fact that Atsumu was upset that the girls were distracting him while he served. And then they're also booing, which I completely hate, and I have a strong stance against that, but you know what? If they allow it, they allow it. There's nothing I can do about that. But yeah, the game's already off to a pretty interesting start. Hinata jumping to spike the ball, but not actually spiking it. I don't really know what's going on. They're a little bit excited, everything's a little bit haywire, but I'm sure they're gonna find their rhythm, they're gonna get into it, and considering this episode is titled Rhythm, I'm assuming that's what's gonna happen. If you want to watch my reactions to the next episodes right now, they're over on my Patreon. Season 4, Episode 15 is available on the Soul tier, and episodes past that, shown right over here, are available on the Ascended tier. Those reactions are also extended length, meaning that you get more reaction and more discussion to go along with each and every video. And let's get this match started for real. This crowd is too much. They got instruments, they got everything. And then of course, Atsumu hams it up way too much. Watch this little hand grab he does. It's so anime. And the crowd stops, the music stops. No distractions. And of course, everybody's here and watching, every prospective opponent. That is freakish. They didn't even get to respond to it. Reminds me of Oikawa. Yeah, what's very interesting about this is that this seems to be a setup for Kageyama once again, which is what they're covering right now, of course, but this is maybe the first time, besides Oikawa, that Kageyama might have met his match. There was a small bit of admission. A small bit of admission that he's going faster than he can keep up with. Out of nowhere, at least. We don't need the memories. Interesting, interesting slogan. Nice. I wonder if that's wow. Yeah, these guys are really good. I wonder if him calling out my ball and him ignoring that, if that was part of the plan or that's just how he is. He just takes over. Okay, so it wasn't expected. Got it. Atsumu's a very free spirit, it seems. Of course, Akashi with the calm, focused take. Yeah, they're gonna push the limits for sure. I like this guy's character design, he looks cool. I'm just wondering what the secret is gonna be to conquering them. How will they respond to the free quick? Differently, it seems. Everybody's seeing it for the first time. That was good. That was clean. I'm worried that they're gonna shut it down though. Yeah, he's upset. He's like, that's my move. You can't take that from me. This is the most dangerous type of opponent, that when you show him your best attack, he gets excited. Kageyama, could you just hit a spike at the crowd real quick? Sacrifice 1 point. You gonna get subbed out? You might get Yamaguchi coming in for the pinch serve, I think. Man, put the instruments away. We don't need all this. Oh, it went over though. Whoa, look at that. Wow. The backwards quick. He's pretty nuts. He's a really good setter. He spaced it perfectly. The perfect instant response. It just freaks me out how calm he is. Whereas you have this guy, this other twin, who almost has the opposite demeanor. They're very much like yin and yang, the two twins. Alright, we got it. Nice! Good score, Tanaka. Why does this always happen? That could be because of Tanaka, or just because she truly is so skilled at the game, she just has that level of observation. Yeah, it's not to your own rhythm. Maybe that's what the title's for. Right. It's kind of like that Yamaguchi getting scared by the whistle. It's that outside interference that has an effect on the way and speed you play. This guy's gonna have a nasty serve, I can tell. That stance is serious. Yeah, I really like it that the whole team is just kind of equally nasty at what they're good at. They play in the Naruto opening? It's one of like the two Naruto openings I know. It's like the same beat, is it not? Or same, yeah, it's the same. Sounds like it. Is that who I think it is? It is! Let's go! Hell yeah, it's been too long, Psycho. My girl showed up. This is how we're gonna win. They're gonna counter the other crowd's loudness with her and her taiko drums, which we know since season 1 that she's had. She's been on a taiko team or something, or part of a band. Hell yeah, this is gonna be awesome. She's geared up too. Yes. Yes, they did. Oh, look who it is. The guy I didn't like, who ended up being alright. At least he got his girl. Nah, oh, they're bringing out the folk music. That's sick. That's awesome. I'm glad we finally get something from the Karasuno crowd. She is awesome. Probably that too. I was drinking until 5 a.m. My kind of lady. Nice! It seems pretty back and forth, all things considered. At least they're keeping up. I was worried that this was going to start off to be a train wreck for Karasuno, and then they'd have to mount some sort of comeback. Sure, yeah. Just make sure it's audible. Give him something to focus in on. That flute goes hard. This is her revenge story too. But you gotta let them know someone's behind them. Yeah, we just can't let it be completely one-sided. Nice. Although, I just worry that Hinata's gonna get a little bit too excited. He's gonna mess himself up. Do they have like trench coats on? What's with that? Well, it works. Come on, Hanada. Come on. He's practiced. Oh, lucky. As long as the ref caught it. No, he's like, I've done a foot service. It counts. Don't forget to swing this time. Ah, it was a decoy. Nice. Nice, Daichi. Hell yeah. Dude, I'm so invested. I'm sorry if I'm not talking a lot. I'm just like, I'm just enjoying this. But they're using their weapons. They've used the quick. They've used the decoy. Against a team as proficient as an Arizaki, I worry that they'll catch on. That guy is not a high schooler. Doesn't sound like one either. There's so much mental battle going on. A mental battle that can only be really set up by experienced players. Experienced setters, especially. Yeah, they may not be like the monsters that Ushiwaka is, but they don't have very many weaknesses or gaps. They're just overall very strong. It's gonna be harder to work against like weaknesses or exploit them in any way. You just have to go almost brute force mode. Yeah, your reflexes have to be insanely fast. 100 kilometers an hour. Wow. So I wonder if they have a special like defense formation just so everybody is in a position to act. Maybe as a tell. Yeah. But I feel like he's smart enough to know when they know. He's gonna fake it. He's gonna take like 6 steps and it'd be a floater. Because I think if he notices that they are always in position for what he's doing, he'll switch it up. He's not stupid. That's what I'm saying. No, it's gonna be a nasty one. Yeah. Oh. No, it was a floater. It looked like it wobbled a little bit, but it was still really fast. I'm not exactly sure what just happened there. Was it that it was a floater, but it's just that difficult to receive based on placement? Or did it have more speed than they expected it to for a floater? That's right. Oh god. What has he got planned now? That doesn't look like... Okay, no, it is. It is. I'm really expecting him to just destroy one. Oh, he's going quick. What's he about to do? That was their move, right? That's the freak quick. Or at least they match that level of speed. Damn! Okay. Wait, he's him. That was exactly. Yeah. How did they communicate that between them without actually saying it? That's crazy. Yeah, we have an equally built up match here. That's nuts. All right, well, this is a first. Normally, Karasuno is the one that's learning and copying off of other teams, you know, copying all of Bokuto's stuff, just adapting and improvising and taking things that they've played against in the next matches. And we've even seen a little bit of Jozenji attempting to do like Karasuno's synchronized attack, but never has another team successfully copied one of Karasuno's techniques quite like this, to this degree. Like the hardest technique possible that Karasuno has to copy, they just copied it, the Freak Quick. That is not good, but does reinforce what I said about basically Atsumu being the evolved, or I don't want to say evolved because I wouldn't say necessarily that he's better than Kageyama, but he is probably the closest mirror to Kageyama that we've had so far. And I believe he's older than him and he has this more cheerful personality, which it makes him a little bit scary knowing that he's capable of all of this. And I don't really know how we're going to keep this momentum going. That is a pretty devastating thing to realize that they have under their belt. As if all of the serving that he has wasn't scary enough. As if even the jump floaters, which are supposed to be technically slower, come that fast and are that hard to respond to. Now they have things like the Freak Quick to use against them. This is going to be a very difficult match. That's an understatement, I understand, but like, I don't even know what you do against that. How is Karasuno even going to be able to reply to that? I didn't even really talk that much during this episode because I was just so absorbed in the game going on. It was just so much back and forth. The momentums, everything with the crowd. The crowd stuff was awesome. Psycho coming in. Psycho, I don't, you know, I'm not Carly and Ange. I don't give an MVP every episode because I don't want to steal their thing. But if I was to give an MVP this episode, it would definitely be Psycho, because that coming in with a clutch with the whole band and everything, that was really, really cool. I'm glad that Karasuno has a crowd now. It's so much different than they were back seasons ago when there was pretty much nobody on their side because they were such an unknown team for the most part. It's really nice to see that level of support coming in, especially from someone like Psycho, who is not only a family member to one of the teammates, but also one of my favorite side characters. You guys know, you know by now that I'm a big Psycho simp. So it's really nice to see her come back. I was worried that she wouldn't show up too much in season 4. The pessimistic side of me is getting a little bit worried because up until this point I said Karasuno is going to end up winning just because for plot reasons they kind of have to win throughout the nationals, and I still think they're going to win, but I think this is the first match of the nationals where I'm just like, I'm not 100% sure. There is a world in which Karasuno loses this game, and that's not really a world I want to live in, but I gotta say, it's kind of at the back of my mind at this point. I know I'm kind of repeating myself, but based off of what happened at the end of this match with that copy of the Freak Quick, I think now is the best time to just repeat myself and say that Inarizaki is probably the most talented team we've played against, the most well-rounded, that's for sure. I know, you know, Shiro Torizawa has that X factor of Ushijima, who is probably the best individual player we've seen, but I mean, to be honest with you, Atsumu doesn't seem too much less than that, at least. Of course, the two have different skill sets, with Atsumu being a setter rather than an ace, but I mean, Atsumu seems to be capable of pretty much anything. That level of serving is insane, and that's what Oikawa never had, so we're gonna have to learn how to play against that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna get straight into the next episode to see what happens in this match. I'll see you then.